Welcome back, humor consumers, to the Life Happens, Laugh Anyway podcast. I'm comedian Tracy DeGraaf.
And I'm Cathrine, co-host and bestie.
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
No, it's afternoon. Jinx.
Yeah.
The morning is gone. Isn't that crazy how fast a morning can go, or a day?
It flies, and I keep thinking, oh my gosh, I have all these other things I still want to do today.
I know.
And it'll get done. If it doesn't get done, it's okay.
True. Well, we're definitely going to get this episode done. So
yes,
let's just jump right in. The topic today.
Let's go.
Yeah, we have a neat topic for our listeners, so hopefully, I think they're going to like it. Mm-hmm. All right, here's the topic. Top careers for women today.
Yes.
Who doesn't want to know about that?
Well, I think it's interesting. I think even if someone isn't thinking about it and they hear, oh, well, what are they? We're going to make them want to know.
Of course we are. And we've thought of some takeaways that we think you're going to get out of the next whatever many minutes it takes us to get all this information out of our heads and into these microphones.
Yeah.
And those takeaways are as follows. We're going to share some stats, some real stats on the highest paying and most common occupations for women. We're going to share what are the top female dominated jobs, not why, but what, and also career options for women over 50.
Ooh.
I know. Because,
are we going to take on another new job? Because we've had, between the two of us, 40.
Yeah. If you're interested in listening to that episode, it's called Trying New Things or something like that.
Something like that.
I don't recall what episode number it is, but between Cathrine and I, we've had over 40 jobs. But that goes back to when we were kids.
Right.
That's,
yeah.
A lot of people have had.
It's funny to say.
It is funny to say. A lot of people have had 40 jobs, Cathrine.
I don't think so.
Probably not. No, I like this idea of, because that was the thing that drew me to this topic, was thinking about women over 50 who might be looking for either they're doing an early retirement thing from their gig that they've had forever, but they want a second gig, right? A second thing. Or maybe things changed. The kids moved out. Right.
Their circumstances could be completely different than when they were young.
They may just want a different job, or they may need a different, a new gig.
Yeah. Or maybe someone's had a burning desire for a long time.
Yeah.
And just never, which is the same thing as just wanting something different. But
yeah. So stay tuned all the way to the end, because we always share a little spiritual inspiration as well. All right. Well, what say you, Cathrine, about the best jobs?
The best jobs in 2022, according to Nasanga, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but it looks like a legitimate site that makes sense anyway, because I looked at a bunch of them, and they're saying that these are some of the best jobs according to having a balance between work life and home life.
Very important for women, by the way. And men, but women.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right now we only care about women.
True.
Anyway, but also room for growth and advancement and things like that. Oh, and of course pay.
Oh, so all important.
Yes.
All right, what you got?
So that's what they're basing it on. The number one that they have listed as one of the best careers for women.
Don't say it. Nursing.
No.
Oh, what is it?
Again, these are suggestions.
Okay.
So not stats. Software developer.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a high demand, and they say that women are really good at these types of things. And I think that you could do it from home.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think you have to also like software. The thought of it is just like, ooh, I wouldn't be able to stand it.
Well, and we're in our 50s.
Yeah.
When I was in college and I took some kind of a software writing class or whatever, I didn't grow up with a computer. It was like one of these language classes.
Yeah.
I thought I was breaking out in hives.
I know.
I couldn't do it.
I mean, I can remember the first time handling a floppy disk.
Yeah.
Remember those?
Uh-huh.
I was like, what they call it software? Yeah, because it's floppy. That's all I can. That's about it.
Anyway, okay. I think it's called software because it's not part of the hard.
I know now.
Anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, number 2, physician.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
And I'm struggling
Doctor.
with the thought that one could have this career and have a home life balance between their career which I would assume that's a very demanding job.
You would think, and actually you would hope that to become a physician takes years and years of real commitment, academically.
Yes.
On the brainiac side as well as the practical side, because obviously you have to do a residency.
Yeah. But they're
practice.
saying, a pharmacist, I could totally get that.
Yes.
That's going to be high demand forever.
Well, any of those types of careers for the population, where you help people, which is most careers, right? There's going to be a bunch of people. The baby boomers are all getting older. They're on that tail end.
They're living longer.
Yes.
So they need medication.
Yes.
Stay living longer.
They have aches and pains and they need drugs.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Okay.
I like that.
Physician assistant. Nurse practitioner.
All these in the medical field.
Pediatricians.
Oh,
yes.
Wow.
Registered nurses. Elementary school teachers.
Okay.
And women are suitable for that because they typically have more patience and a more understanding.
I would
with
say,
children.
Just from my own experience, right, with my 5 children who were all boys and went through school, I don't recall them having many men teachers. They had one man teacher in 4th grade.
Yes, I remember that.
That was it. And that was great, but K through 3, no.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
And even as I was a youth in our generation, I don't think there were any male elementary teachers that I can recall.
The nice thing about education, becoming a teacher, I think, like if I could go back and do it again and I was going to become a teacher as a mother of 5 children, which I didn't know that was going to all happen when I was choosing my field, I think it would be nice to have the same days off, vacations, like summer vacation off with your kids.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I can't speak from experience because I've never been in that world of being a working teacher / mom, but it seems like it would all just line up nice.
Yeah.
You don't have to get a babysitter for the summer.
Right. Yeah. Human resource manager. Lawyer.
Yes.
I don't see where the balance there, but okay. Finance and banking industry, absolutely. There's a lot of women.
Well, wait, back up. Go back to lawyer for a minute. Because let's think about it. If someone becomes a lawyer, or even if they're a legal, what do they call those people?
I know what. CPA? No, not CPA.
No. Not CPA. That's an accountant.
I know what it is.
They deal with the numbers.
Yes.
No, like a legal aid or legalist or legal. What do they call them?
Oh, I don't know. Gosh.
Anyway,
yes.
My point.
Legalist. Paralegal.
That's the one.
Paralegal. That's what I wanted to say when I said CPA.
So glad
it's those people with careers. I don't know.
So glad it came out. All right, get serious for a minute. All right, if women are looking for opportunities, and maybe they love the law, maybe they love
and be a policewoman. Okay.
Well, there's lots of different jobs within that category of the law. You can be a clerk. You can be the thing we just said, the paralegal.
Yeah. But the big difference is, like those others that you're listing and you're going to list, they don't have to pass the bar exam.
Yeah, hello.
Big difference. That's hard to pass.
Well, the pay is a big difference as well.
Well, yeah, because they've got to pass that bar.
I know, that would be so hard.
They raise the bar, so then you get more money.
However, here's the thing, and we should have maybe asked some of our lawyer friends, because we have friends that are lawyers.
We do.
It seems like they do have some flexibility with their career. I mean, obviously they have to be at court when they have to be at court. But, like you can be a lawyer in many different ways. You can be a real estate lawyer only. You could be an elder care lawyer. You could be personal injury lawyer.
Trial lawyer.
Yeah. With the criminals.
I still don't see the flexibility that you see.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, move along.
Okay.
Just trying to help.
Okay. Well, and then I touched on finance and banking industry.
Right.
Marketing specialist.
Nice. I like the title of that.
Yes, I know you. I knew you would.
Specialist.
Event planner. I didn't know they made a lot of money, but they do.
Probably depends on who you're working for.
This is right. Computer and information systems manager. Whoa. Like, well, hives reading that.
Okay. But somebody who loves computers and information systems, they might want to manage that.
Okay. CEO.
You know what that stands for?
Yes, I do.
Oh, good.
Why did you ask me that?
Because the CPA thing. You got that all screwed up.
God. Public relations and fundraising managers. You'd be good at that.
Yeah, I do that kind of for my own little world.
Yes. Psychologists, medical scientists, veterinarians.
Yeah, lots
dental
of pets.
Hygienists. Yes.
Oh, lots of teeth that need help.
Yes. Yes, that's it for the 20 jobs that are the best suitable for women in terms of balance, pay, and advancement.
It's a long list, friends. So, just think about those things and see what fits for you, because everybody's different.
Yeah. Now, for the most common occupations for women in the labor force, this is current.
Okay.
This is put out by the U.S. Department of Labor. I'm not going to go over all of them.
Wait, let me guess number 1.
Go ahead.
Nurse.
Yeah, because I told you before we
forgot.
started.
Well, I just wanted to say nurse.
Registered nurse.
Okay.
There are 2,186,697.
Okay, but what's happened now since the pandemic, because so many nurses have left?
Well, I don't know this for certain, but I think a lot are back, and then some new graduates
coming in.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a nursing shortage, though, because of all these things that have happened in terms of the pandemic. And but when there's a shortage, when there's short supply, man, the numbers go up. Yes. So it'd be a good career to get into.
And I think in another thing that I had pulled up for 2022 in the future in terms of occupations, that came up. Like, they're just going to keep.
There's always going to be a demand, and there could be a higher demand. And there's flexibility within that role as well. That my sister-in-law is a nurse, Danette, and she's been at it for over, I don't know, almost 30 years, I think. Definitely more than 25. So somewhere in there. She's, almost on the cusp of retirement. Yeah. But I've known nurses who have been like the school nurse. I have a friend who does that. Yes. That's a great gig for moms. We both know Julie Pickup. She was a nurse years ago, and then she ended up working for an insurance company where you had to have a nursing degree in order to work for that company. It was like analyzing claims or something to make sure they were necessary, blah, blah, blah. That was a great job for her. Yeah. So there's a lot of flexibility within that umbrella called nursing.
Right, right.
And what about home health care?
Well, that's on here as well. Not on this list here, but it is high demand, and it's projected to go even higher because of people are living longer.
Yeah, and that baby boom thing is all getting into their 80s and such.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot of nurses and teachers. So I thought for sure that they would be in the top, and they are. So the second one is elementary and middle school teachers.
Okay.
One thing I was surprised about, there are a lot of women who are cooks. That's toward the bottom of the list, but nonetheless, there are a lot.
That career came across my path in some of the research that I was doing as well. And interesting, they called one role was personal chef. Rather than working for a restaurant, being a cook or chef, just being a personal chef. And so you provide just those meals. Yeah. And you drop them off, deliver them, whatever.
Yeah, I always think of chefs and cooks as men.
Yeah.
Always.
I love those like chef shows. I love them. I like the one, I forget the name of it because I haven't seen it in a long time, but where they give you certain ingredients and you have to come up with something that tastes good out of it. Yeah. Oh, it's called Chopped. I think it's called on the Food Network, and I think it's called Chopped.
Okay.
And you get chopped from the competition if you are if your dish doesn't taste as good as the others.
Yeah.
So there's real competition there. Mm-hmm. I love it.
What's that one where the English guy is always swearing, like F this and F that?
Oh, about the kitchen. Hell's Kitchen or something?
I think that is it.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't either.
That
but
stresses me out.
I will say, so my girls, when they're together, they like to watch English Bake Off.
Is it a competition?
Yeah, but it's nice. Like, they're nice to each other. And so they could still get the ratings without all the tension and yelling at each other. Although there's some tension and, you really want to win. So you're doing your best. And anyway, it's a really good show. Well, I forget what it's called.
The culinary arts is also one of those career paths that has many little offshoots. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many different things that you can do within that one umbrella. And in our local community here in Will County, we have Joliet Junior College that has an amazing culinary arts program.
That's right.
Known around the world for their culinary arts program, and they're just a little junior college.
I know. Who'd have thunk?
I know.
Well, they're also the very first junior college in the United States.
That's true. So maybe that's it. But, I've been tempted to take a class, like some kind of cooking class.
Really?
Yeah. But I don't want to dive into, don't make me do math.
Measurements?
Yeah. Don't make me study like the sanitation processes.
Oh.
Don't teach me about mold. I don't care.
Oh, yeah. I think you have to know, like,
well, you're trying not to kill people.
Right.
You have to
or
know.
make them gag.
Mm-hmm.
You got to know your measurements. I wonder, too, if it's in metric.
I have no idea.
Well, anyway. Conversion. Because I have a lot of English recipes.
Oh.
And I'm
they're
like,
the English way?
I have to figure that out. Yes.
I don't like to do math. Maybe that's why I like that Chopped show. Because they just give you the
a
stuff.
pinch of this and a pinch of that.
You just got to make it up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? The bottom, it's just an occupation that it made the list, but it's not, way up there. It's just at the bottom in terms of.
You want me to guess?
Yeah, guess.
And this is
because I already told you, actually.
Well, I forgot now what you said.
Yeah. It's waitresses.
I thought you were going to. You just said that, right? Though, about cooks.
No, well, this is different.
This is different. That's right. Mm-hmm. Waitresses. Well,
I would have thought that would be way up there because it's so common.
Yeah, but not anymore. Look what happened to restaurants over the pandemic.
This is true, but this was 2019. So before the pandemic.
So they didn't even know what was coming. They're probably not even on the list now.
Yeah, I wonder.
But it's a good gig. Waitressing is a good gig for people in the arts. Like if you're a starving artist, a lot of comedians, a lot of actors, a lot of painters, they'd go.
Speaking of actors, I saw on one of these lists, I don't remember, it was when I was doing my research, and one of the careers that's taking off, and they've seen a big increase, I think by 36%, was makeup artists. Because they're just more in demand. And I thought, because of funerals, right? But it was
funerals. What does that have to do with it?
You mean makeup people who have to do the corpses?
Oh, I never even thought of that.
Yeah.
Well, that's more than makeup, isn't that? Like some kind of whole science, like mortician science or something?
I don't know, but I don't know.
Can you imagine if that's your career?
Well, there are people that do that.
Well, obviously somebody does it.
Right. They have to make them look like
they
living
did.
Flesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have to do their hair.
So anyway, it's not for that. It's actually for entertainers.
Let's do it. Let's see if we can get jobs doing hair.
God.
Who's gonna complain? Really?
I'll do the hair. You do the face.
Okay.
All right.
I'll do the feet. I'll do pedicures.
Oh yeah, right. Nobody sees the feet.
We can start a trend. Open that whole thing up.
Oh, there lies Bertha.
Tracy.
She looks great.
Look at her mani-pedi.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I don't know where that came from.
I don't know, but now I forgot.
It. Don't question it. You don't want to know.
You know what I found surprising on this list? It's like right in the middle. I thought, really?
What?
we're still doing this. Maids and housekeeping cleaners.
What do you mean, really?
Well, I don't know. I just wouldn't have thought there was. I mean, there's a lot. I don't even know what number it is on here, but.
Why did it surprise you? You just don't think women are doing that anymore?
Well, I guess.
First of all, hello. Ron and I stayed in a hotel. We went away for our anniversary a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
We stayed in a hotel. Now, anywhere where you stay in a hotel.
Of course.
What? What is the light bulb that's going on right now?
I'm thinking a maid for someone's home.
No.
Well, now, yeah, okay.
You worked in
Hey, girl, you didn't even get the makeup with the dead people. So.
That's true. Anyway, while we stayed in a hotel.
Yes.
A couple weeks ago for our thing. 2 nights. Now, they don't even bring you any extra, they bring you no things.
Unless you ask.
Well, yeah, if you ask, but there's no making up the bed. There's no changing out the sheets. Right. There's no changing up the towels. Mm-hmm. Nothing.
I know.
Then when we left, you could see the carts coming down. They were getting their rooms ready for the next person. And the place was sold out. It was full.
Yeah.
And there were like teenage boys doing the job.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That was at this particular hotel, which was a Hampton Inn, which I love those hotels.
I do too.
I've never had a bad experience at a Hampton.
Right. I used to work at one.
I hope that keeps up because I've had bad experiences at other hotels.
Did I put that down on my job list?
I don't know. I don't know. You're going to have to make sure you update your resume. Catherine's resume is 20 pages long.
I think I want to try this other job that I found. Now, this is also another rabbit trail I went down when I was doing research. I could not believe it, but where is it? It says it's one of the best careers. It's on the list. It's for men and women.
Wait, give me a clue and let me see if I can guess
never get it.
Well, just give me one clue.
Okay. Farm fields.
Farm fields.
Usually it's around open fields.
All right. Well, I know it's not corn detasseling because you don't like that. You did that.
Well, and I did that.
And you didn't like that. Mm-hmm. So it's around open fields. Okay, I'm going to guess.
Yes.
It's some sort of maintenance with those windmills.
Wow, you did guess it.
See? You underestimate my guessing power.
I really did. Yes, wind turbine technicians. You have to get inside those things sometimes, crawl around in there. You could be up at the top. You could be, down at the bottom.
No, you're not doing it.
Yeah, well.
You're going to make me claustrophobic.
I like to try things that I think, be interesting.
It's different. And it's true. Every highway that you drive down, at least out in this neck of the woods, you see open fields with a bunch of those wind turbines.
Hey.
What?
You know what's not on any of these lists?
What?
And I know for a fact that it's one of the careers that, I know it's way out there.
Comedian?
Postal workers.
Oh, yeah, like you just quit.
Yeah. But you have to have them in every single town in the United States. It is the employment. I can't even believe that's not on here. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I get it. Education. So you figure a school is in every community, right? And, well, I guess the ratio, though.
It's a government job. And this is coming from a government stat, right? From the Department of Labor?
Oh, it's in, all of these that I looked up. Oh.
Well, maybe they separate by civilian versus governmental. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
All right. What else you got?
Well, we didn't do top or the highest paying jobs, did we?
No, let's talk about it. The highest paying job for a woman. Well, you already talked about doctor and attorney. Those are high paying jobs.
Yes.
Nursing is a high paying job.
10 highest paying jobs for women in 2022.
Okay, what are they?
Number 1.
Nursing.
You want to guess?
Nursing.
No.
What is it?
Highest paying.
Sales.
Veterinarians.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. Below that, physicians and surgeons.
What?
Yes.
People are paid more to work on dogs than they are to work on humans?
I wonder if it's because of...
Insurance?
I was just going to say that. Insurance, yeah.
Maybe.
Right.
Wow.
I know.
All right, what's next?
So I just want to read this. Average salary for the vet is $103,220.
Surgeons aren't making that much?
The average for them is 97,656. Oh my gosh, people in the trades make that.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, there's some disconnect there. I guess the note to self is do your research before you become a surgeon. How'd you like to do all that work to become a surgeon? And then you go,
hold somebody's life in your hands.
I could have made this cleaning out the wind turbines.
Yeah. I mean, and there ain't no oops. I mean, if you're an electrician, you cut a wire. Well, it's bad, but
right.
You cut someone's.
Yeah.
Okay. Pharmacists as 3. Number 4, physician assistants. 5, nurse practitioners. You know, this
all
is
medical.
all medical. 6, human resource managers. That's what Emily's roommate wants to be. Working in human resources. 7, management analysts. 8, psychologists. 8? Wow, I would have thought for what they charge.
Yeah.
I would have thought they'd be way up there too.
Well, you know, the one thing that all of those medical people that hold your life in your hands, they all have to buy that malpractice stuff. And I wonder if that's part of it.
Well, I know it pushes them out of certain states, Illinois, because
it's too expensive to run.
Right.
Jeez, it's a shame.
Yeah. So for a psychologist, did I say? Yeah, psychologist. I always get that mixed up with psychiatrist. But anyway, it says their average salary, this is average, $74,932.
Wow, to listen to people's problems all day?
Yikes. Occupational therapists, public relations and fundraising managers. That was a top 10.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, enlightening.
Yes.
It sounds like from what you've curated, the medical field is far and away in the lead of high-paying and in-demand careers, which makes total sense.
Right. Yeah. But
you think, okay, wait.
Yeah.
Down the road, like let's say down the road.
You have an idea?
Okay.
I see a bulb.
Well, you know how we would have never thought that we would be doing thus and so, right?
No.
Like sending emails and stuff. Anything, any kind of technology thing, like texting.
Okay.
30, 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Let's go 50 years ago.
Okay.
It wasn't a thing.
Right.
Okay, so now fast forward 50 years into the future. What if we're doing surgeries at home? What if? Because it used to be that if you were going to go in and get your cataracts fixed or whatever, you're in overnight, whatever the stuff is, because they have to monitor you and blah, blah, blah. What if they come up with something, right? Where it's just...
YouTube it?
Well, I wasn't thinking that far, but maybe that's 100 years down the road, right? And it could be called Surge Tube. Hey, become an early adopter.
Okay.
This is ground floor opportunity.
Yeah, no.
Surge Tube. And you just show people how to do their own cataract surgery.
I think anything being done at home that's medical is going back in time, like midwives and like in the era where people went to the barber to get their medical procedures done. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
They performed surgeries.
What kind of surgery?
I know they did some dental.
Pull a tooth type of thing?
Well, no, they literally cut people.
Well, no, what I'm envisioning is like some supersonic type of van that pulls up to your doorstep.
Oh.
Right? And it's like all sanitized and it has all the and maybe it doesn't even have a person in there. Like maybe it's just robotic.
Oh, no.
And you get in there
No.
and you just stand like you do inside of the little scanny thing where you hold your arms up at the airport and you put your feet on those little pedals, like the little...
No, thank you.
And it just does whatever you need done.
Yeah, you would trust that? Like those self-driven cars?
Well, 50 years from now, maybe they'll be going, wow, we just listened to the Life Happens Laughing Way podcast. Haven't seen that girl in a while, but I think she had an idea.
I don't like that idea, just like I don't like self-driven cars. I don't like I also don't like automated phone calls even, when you need some help and you want customer service.
Oh.
And you don't get.
Look what happened to me. Now, you know this happened, but I'm going to share this with our listeners.
What happened?
About my colonoscopy. I'm not going to get that personal, but
Too late.
no pun intended. But I've been trying to schedule an appointment with a gastrologist or whatever they call themselves, the gastro guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Since April.
I know.
And this is July. And it's been back and forth. And here's the thing. They no longer have anyone there to answer the phone. They don't.
Gosh.
You have to leave a message.
Sends me over the roof.
And then when you leave a message, they call you back. And if you don't answer the phone, they leave a message. And then you're leaving a message, and then they leave a message. And it's ping pong, back and forth, back and forth. It's like a blind person trying to thread a needle. You know, Helen Keller, right?
Yes. Well, you know what that reminds me of?
What?
Yesterday at Walmart, that man, I was telling Kenny about it after I told
he was
you.
having a fit.
He went, like, the hair on my arms stood up. I was so afraid that this man was going to pull out a gun. He went belligerent in Walmart because there was no cashier. Now, I'll say, I get that way inside. Like, I hate checking myself out. I hate it.
Yeah.
I like to have an option. A cashier check me out. Well, this man was scary. I mean, he was old. He was tall and intimidating. And he's yelling across the entire store. And then he looked directly where I was standing at customer service, where the woman was waiting on me, and he's yelling directly now at them, the people behind the counter, and demanding that someone come get his bags, and there's no cashiers here, and blah, blah, blah.
Well,
So this is where we are, though.
Well, and there's mental health is a whole nother conversation. But if the man was older, let's say, I don't know how old, let's just say he was 75 or 80.
He looked
let's
about
say.
that, yeah.
Okay. That wasn't part of his world 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years ago. Crazy.
Well, it wasn't part of our world either.
I know.
This is new for us, too.
I know.
And it is frustrating. So back to
Yes.
telemarketers.
We're going all over the place. Okay.
That's not on a career thing either. But yeah, it is frustrating when you're trying to conduct business, you're trying to get help. And I just recently had to get some help with a phone company, and it was all chat only by typing.
Yeah.
And then it would say, you're the 49th person in line.
I think that psychology area is going to grow. People are going to need mental health.
They're going to have to pay these people more money.
Yeah.
According to what I see here.
Yeah.
Oh, where are we?
You know what? We're at my part, and my computer just died. So I'm going to have to do it on my phone.
All right.
All right. So let me find it.
Okay.
Here it is. We're going to go into the top 10 jobs for women over 50.
Oh, good.
All right. It says...
I'll go right out and get one.
Yeah, right. Okay. And this comes from an article, and it's written by Allison Doyle. And it's on the Balance Careers. That's the name of the website. And we're going to put this in the show notes. But here's just 10 jobs that are great options for women over 50. Guess what the first one is?
I would say something to do with computers at home.
Similar. It's called admin services.
Okay.
So an admin job.
Yeah.
Admin services manager. But that can be, interpreted in many different ways. But it lists an median annual salary of $98,000.
Oh.
So that's an admin service manager for a high money making
Outfit.
entity.
Yeah.
But it could mean just being an admin assistant, a benefits manager, general office clerk, paralegal, there's the term, travel agent, etc.
Oh, okay.
Number 2 of the best jobs for women over 50, bus driver.
What?
Yeah, bus driver. So Ron has a cousin who she's a little bit younger than me, but she might be over 50 now.
Well, pause.
Yeah.
When you're over 50, you don't have as much patience as you once did when you were younger. So I'm surprised about that.
Okay. However, it's personality driven. It depends on your personality, because I was just going to tell you about my husband's cousin.
Yeah.
She loves driving the bus.
Oh.
And she was a PE teacher by trade.
Okay.
And then she had her kids and she needed flexibility and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, she was off for a while and she was subbing and just kind of piecing together career versus kids.
Okay.
And now her kids are older. So she's a PE teacher and a bus driver, and she loves driving the bus. And I was like, oh, isn't that intimidating? She said, no, she loves it. Oh. So it's an option for people, and the salaries vary, but it says here that the median annual salary for a bus driver is $34,000.
Okay.
You know, and you just take the kids out in the morning, pick them up in the afternoon, you're done.
Maybe I'll do that.
Other jobs, well, it's an option, and it's needed. Other jobs that would fit into that category: delivery truck driver.
Yes, I know that's big.
And also commercial driver, heavy and tractor trailer truck driver. I don't think that would be good for you. Taxi and chauffeur.
Taxi, not Uber?
Well, I think that's what they mean.
Same thing. Yeah. Taxi service. Okay.
Like airport service.
Yeah.
Take me to the airport. All right. Number 3, top 10 jobs for women over 50, high school teacher.
Okay.
Yeah. The median annual salary, $62,000, which is nice. Other things that are kind of in that vein of the teacher idea is child care worker, because you're teaching, clergy, you're teaching, instructional coordinator, like for, let's say you're really good with software. So you've got Microsoft Suite, like down pat.
Yeah.
You could teach that. Preschool teacher, social worker, substitute teacher, which I've done.
Yes.
Oh boy, I got stories. Tutor.
Yes, I've heard
that would be
too.
a great job for someone over 50 who has a skill set of some sort. Just become a tutor.
Yeah, I heard that's a good job to have as a side hustle even.
All right, number 4 of the top 10 jobs for women over 50, innkeeper. That's what it says. It says
primitive.
Innkeeper. What's that? Innkeeper.
There's no room at the inn.
I think it's more like the, what's the thing?
Whoa. This seems real dated.
It's not. It's
the
probably
innkeeper?
from 1984.
Who says that?
This Allison said it.
Oh, sorry, Allison.
It says, if you're interested in working for yourself and you like to interact with other people, this might be the perfect job for you. Successful innkeepers typically have business management or hospitality experience, as well as excellent interpersonal skills. I think they're talking about like creating your own bed and breakfast, the Airbnb or B&B or whatever it's called.
With that. Yeah.
Yeah.
At one time, I thought I was going to be like a hotel manager.
It was one of your 20 plus jobs.
Yeah.
Okay. The median annual salary for innkeepers, $56,000. That's nothing to, snarf at. Okay, and then other jobs kind of in that realm. Convention event planner. Now, they put on here farmer. A farmer.
Farmer in the Dell. I told you that's old. What?
It's not old.
Like a beet farmer?
No,
because
it
of
just
the office?
says farmer.
Oh, okay.
Or personal chef, tour guide. I don't know how farmer got it. All right. Wait. Let me try. Let me say the 5th one.
I grew beets in my garden, did I tell you?
Yeah. Did you make them? Did you cook them and eat them?
No, they're in my sink. I'm rinsing them. When I go back home, I got to deal with them.
Have you?
Because they got really big leaves. And I said to Ellis, I'm like, I hope there's no spiders on them.
Have you ever eaten beets? I mean, you have eaten them, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know I have.
Okay. I want to try them.
I just don't know how I don't know what to do with them.
You can Google that. All right. Number 5, medical information technician. All right. So dealing with medical information. I knew
That's
people,
up to date.
I knew people who did that when when Nate and Luke were little, and they're in their 30s. So 30 years ago, people were doing medical information, like transcribing.
Yeah.
All that. Occupational therapist is on this list.
Yes.
Top 10 jobs for women over 50. Personal financial advisor is also on here. It does require a degree and also licensure. So, there's that. Okay, here's one that came up over and over again. It's number 8 on this list, but I think that this is a great job for any woman. Real estate agent.
Oh, yes.
Seriously.
Yeah. Yes. And that came up on the video you sent me.
Yeah, I think it's a great job for so many reasons, one of which is there's great potential there for earning. Right?
Well, yeah, and flexibility too.
Well, the flexibility is a beautiful thing, especially if you have the opportunity to where flexibility you can roll with it.
Yeah.
You know?
I think also that women are good readers of character and judgment of characters. So you can read body language, I think, more than a man can when it comes to, people buying and selling and what they're uncomfortable with. And they are more compassionate when it comes to dealing with all kinds of situations like divorce, when someone has to sell their home because of that, or death or whatever. I think women would be
yeah. Well, I just think it's a great option. So look into it. If you're looking for something and maybe you want to switcheroo, it just takes a little bit of studying because you have to pass whatever the license thing is.
You have to do math.
You do.
I looked at it. That's another thing I did. I looked at it.
Said, forget it.
Oh, God.
All right. Number 9 of the top 10 things for women, according to Allison. Registered nurse, which, that's across the board. And people are going to break. There's all kinds of brokenness in this world. And then finally, number 10, technical writer.
Oh.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's a lot different than the video that you had sent me, that we both watched.
Yeah. Well, real estate was on that one because I remember that. I think that one of the interesting things, because it was also on, I think maybe it was that one or the next one that came in that series from, it's called Over 50 TV on YouTube. And it's some guy that put together these little tips for people over 50 who are looking for, job. Consultant is another one.
Yeah.
Although that is a unique one too, because as I was sharing with you earlier, I was speaking with someone earlier today when we were at the gym, who she's our age. She's in their 50s and she's in the current process of looking for a new gig. And she was a consultant, but now she doesn't want that anymore. Because as we talked about it, she said the flexibility was great, but the inconsistency of the income is a tough pill to swallow. It's chicken today, feathers tomorrow.
Sure.
So she's looking for a permanent gig because she's planning her retirement. So all of those factors go into it.
Yeah.
But there are so many options.
There really are.
Yeah, look into it, friends.
Good old America.
Love it. All right, I have nothing else to say. I've said it all.
Oh, good. Not good. That you don't have anything
I finally
else
shut
to
up.
say.
Can you do the scripture, though, because my computer quit?
I sure can.
Thank you.
Yes. Let me pull it up.
It is, while she's pulling it up, I'll tell you what it is. It's in Proverbs. It's Proverbs 31, which, very appropriate. And it's verses 13 to 18.
All right.
Interesting. It's my phone going off, but my computer's not dinging like it normally does.
Oh, good.
Well, that's probably because it shut down.
Oh, of course.
I don't know who this is.
All right.
I'm so tech savvy.
Yeah.
All right. You ready with the scripture?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Oh, she selects wool and flax and works with eager hands. She is like the merchant ships bringing her food from afar. She gets up while it is still night. She provides food for her family and portions for her female servants. She considers a field and buys it. Out of her earnings, she plants a vineyard. She sets about her work vigorously. Her arms are strong for her tasks. She sees that her trading is profitable and her lamp does not go out at night.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it actually is timeless.
It is.
Because
it's encouragement. And I can think of many women who fit that profile from my own past. When I think of my mother, my grandmothers, aunts, who worked and women are strong.
Yeah.
We're strong.
Yeah, right.
So we have some encouragement for you listeners. If you are in that space and place and time right now where you're looking for a new gig, regardless of what season of life you're in, Cathrine and I just want to encourage you to take a step forward. Keep going forward. Just keep looking. And one of the interesting things that I found that I'm glad I remembered to say this, the best way to find a new job is through somebody you know.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
Somebody that you know. So don't do it in silence. Don't just look look for a job and don't tell anybody about it. Yeah. Let your people know that you're looking for a job and here are the skills that you bring to the table.
Yeah.
And somebody that you know might totally be able to fulfill that. Look what happened with our friend Kim.
Yeah,
That's how she got her job. So
that's right.
Just really, friends, if you're looking for a new gig, let everybody know. All right.
All right. That was good advice.
Next week.
Yes.
Birth order.
Birth order.
I can't wait.
I could tell by your face and your eyes.
That's because I'm the baby.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, you've been listening to the Life Happens, Laugh Anyway podcast. I'm still comedian Tracy DeGraaf.
I'm still Cathrine.
We'll see you next time.